Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of PhilsPhive. I hope your week is going well and I hope that you're enjoying the cooler, albeit wetter weather that we have on store for looks like the next week here. Let's get right to what's going on at the Dallas Builders Association. Two really big issues that we've been following, one at the national level, one at the local level, both very complicated and not a really easy fix on either. Let's start with lumber. Today's punch list is going to have some really good information on NHB's efforts to combat rising lumber prices and supply shortages. Not a very easy issue just to have American lumber mills get to work and start turning out the supply that the construction industry needs, but their inability to do so has certainly hampered the recovery of the housing industry, who's trying to lead the recovery of the rest of the economy. So, this is a really big issue that NHB is bringing to the highest levels of government in the presidential administration. So, they are working really hard on their behalf to at least get those lumber mills able to satisfy the demand. And if they're not able to satisfy the demand, get a deal with Canada so we can get what we need to get the job done. I hear you with some of the prices that you're seeing. We had a great conversation about this in the State of the Industry Summit. So if you've got an on-demand pass for that event and that discussion that we had last week, it's a really good one, not just on lumber, but all the other issues that we covered. So, be sure to contact us, go on to dallasbuilders.org and you can get that information. The other issue that we're working on is the city of Dallas and the ongoing permitting challenges that I know many of you, if not all of you, that are working with the city are having right now. Unfortunately, we're seeing timeframes on turnaround be as much as 8 to 10 weeks. And a lot of this is because the city was forced into the deep end on trying to get their online permitting done. But as I mentioned in that article that I kind of likened it to Oregon Trail, in many cases, they just can't get out of their own way. I am seeing some progress here, mainly through the leadership of Councilmember Chad West, among others, because we're getting a proposal in place that will hopefully start moving these things around, specifically getting a concierge to look at the trade permits, things like fences, trade validation that need to be pulled out of the rest of the pile and done as a ministerial action like they were before, and to make sure that whatever the city wants to do to get this as our outcome, we need to have things turned around in a week or two, not 8 to 10 weeks. It's not acceptable. Luckily, Councilmember West and others understand that, and I'm hoping that we're going to have this proposal passed through soon, and the city's budget discussions will continue into next week. So stay tuned for some more information on that. Also, we've got the Associate Vice President nomination deadline this Friday at noon. So that's the position actually that's responsible for representing the needs of our associate members, and they're essentially the liaison between the executive committee and our divisions and councils. A very important role. So if you meet the qualifications, email info@dallasbuilders.com for more information there. Also, installation of officers, that is going to be broadcast on Thursday, September 24th. Professionally produced and pre-recorded. The production studio is doing the best they can with the talent that they have, which is actually, they didn't do that bad of a job. You'll find out later this month. But a big thanks to Structure Home Warranty for being the title partner of our installation, and it'll still, given the circumstances, be a really good show. I promise you that. So really something to look forward to. Still have partnerships available for it, so hit us up if you're interested there. Also, you guys are getting tired of seeing me on a computer screen. I'm getting tired of looking through these things. I'm looking forward to seeing you in person, and I'm really glad that it looks like we're going to get to do that with the golf tournament, the Dallas BA Open, Monday, November 2nd. It's going to be at Brookhaven Country Club. We are expecting 288 socially distanced golfers out there for what I think is going to be a really good, probably sold out event, just with some of the excitement that we're seeing. Now, we are going to have the need to have some social distancing, masks, all the rules that you come to expect when you go out into the world these days. So we ask that you abide by those when you get to the course, and you'll see some of those when you register. But a big thanks to Bravis and Fox Energy Specialists for being the partners for the Dallas BA Open. I'm looking forward to seeing you all, even if the golf games are a little bit rusty, as I know it is in my case. But Anyway, last thing that I've got today is our 2013 fun fact. We're starting to round these out, but 2013 was when we started our partnership with Operation Finally Home. And since then, through 7 projects and about to be number 8 in Irving, it has been a labor of love for me, for our staff, for every single person that has had a hand in building those homes for those deserving veterans. Our first one back then in 2013 was for Sergeant Kenny Kalish, who's a triple amputee living now in Dallas in the Cedar Hill area. CNN actually covered his project and that partnership. And like I said, the rest is history, and it's a commitment that we're going to have as long as we need to answer the bell for our men and women in uniform who we thank, as well as those who are our first responders and healthcare professionals. We continue to thank you for your help keeping us safe, and I hope that you all are doing so as well, and I'll talk to you next week. Thanks.